Hello. Did you know that every day 10,000 pets are euthanized simply because there's just not enough homes? According to animal shelter statistics, there are over 5,000 animal shelters in the United States, and every year 5 million pets enter those shelters. 60% of all of the dogs and 70% of all of the cats will never leave the shelter alive. Every year, 3.7 million pets are euthanized due to overcrowding shelters. Spaying and neutering your pet is very important in helping with the overpopulation problem. A spay is for a female, and that is when your pet goes in and her uterus is completely removed. She'll spend the night at the vet and you can pick her up the next day. A neuter is for a male, and that's when the testicles are removed from the scrotum, and usually your pet can go home that same day. This is Scarlett. She is modeling an Elizabethan collar, and that's what your pet will be sent home with. This is to prevent them from turning and licking the wound, possibly removing the sutures. This stays on for the 10 to 14 days until the sutures are removed. This picture shows how one unaltered female can quickly, within 16 months, become 50 cats. So, why doesn't everybody spay and neuter their pet? Well, the American Humane Society has put together a few myths and misconceptions about why people don't spay and neuter their pets. The first one is people think that it's healthier for a female dog to have one litter. Well, veterinarians have said that it is best to spay your dog before her first heat. This can prevent breast cancer. It also eliminates uterine infection and uterine cancer. It can also help with those unwanted behaviors such as pacing, crying, the urge to get out, and it also is great with having to deal with that mess of the heat cycle. Some people feel that their dog will no longer be protective. Well, it's a dog's natural instinct to protect their home and their family. And their personality is formed by their environment and their genetics, not so much sexual hormones. Some people feel that their male dog will feel like less of a male. Well, dogs have no concept of sexual identity, no ego. They're not emotionally connected to their sexual parts, and they have no identity crisis when they're gone. Also, some men feel that their dog should be able to do it just once. Well, that just once does nothing but produce puppies. Dogs don't have sex for pleasure. This picture is a picture of a healthy testicle and a testicle from a dog who has testicular cancer. Neutering your dog can prevent this deadly disease. It also prevents the enlargement of the prostate, and it greatly reduces the risk for perianal tumors. Some people think because their pet is purebred that they shouldn't spay or neuter their pet. Well, guess what? 25% of all pets who are in the shelter are purebred. Some people feel that they have a very special pet and they want another one just like it. Well, you'll have to remember that when your dog has puppies, it's only 50% of your dog and it's 50% of somebody else's dog. So you're never going to get that carbon copy of your dog. Some people think that spaying and neutering makes your dogs or cats fat and lazy. Well, the fact is, the only thing that really makes your dogs fat and lazy is overfeeding and lack of exercise. But the biggest problem is people feel that it's too expensive. There are a lot of alternatives for this. All over the country, there's spay and neuter clinics. If you call your local shelter, they'll let you know your closest spay and neuter clinic, and you can get your pet spayed or neutered at a discounted price. Where I live, we have something called the team bus. It's a big bus converted into surgery, and local vets volunteer for this. The bus drives right up to Walmart. You bring your pet in the morning, drop them off, and you come to Walmart and pick your pet up in the evening. It's a great thing, and it's easy to do. Overpopulation is a huge problem. The Lafayette Humane Society says that there are over 70 million strays in America. 30 million of those strays are going to die, and 90% of them were adoptable. According to North Shore Animal League, 85% of all dogs who are hit by cars are unneutered, unaltered. So neutering your pet reduces the urge for them to wander. Spaying and neutering your pets also increases their lifespan. Dogs can live 1 to 3 more years, and cats can live 3 to 5 more years. Spaying and neutering your pet also helps the community. Every year, $2 billion in taxes are spent on impounding, sheltering, euthanizing, feeding, and disposing of unwanted pets. Strays also can cause a public nuisance. Soiling in parks, on sidewalks, they can be dangerous to children and other pets, and they can also be potential carriers of rabies and other diseases. Simply put, the best thing to do is spay and neuter your pet. Thank you so much.